You're on a Carnival cruise, it's day one, and you order a margarita by the pool. The bartender smiles, then hands you a bill for $14 plus tip. Do that 5 or 6 times a day, and suddenly you've spent more than the price of a drink package. Today, we're exposing the real pros and cons of Carnival's drink packages and when you should skip them. Today, we are talking about drink packages on Carnival. Now, drink package is one of the most popular things to buy and add on to your cruise vacation. Unfortunately, unless you're sailing on some of the more luxury ships, drinks are not included in your cruise by drinks. I mean those alcoholic beverages as well as sodas for the most part on Carnival. Those are all an extra charge, so we're going to go over all the different options that are available, the pricing and ways to save money on your next Carnival cruise when it comes to these drink packages. I know many of you always buy the drink package, and that is totally fine. There are definitely some pros and cons to that, but there may be some reasons why you shouldn't buy a drink package on your next cruise. So we're going to talk through all of those options. But before we do, if you love cruise content, if you love cruise videos, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel out. And I appreciate all of you all watching. So first, let's go over a few of the different packages available on a Carnival cruise. The Cheers package is what Carnival calls their traditional alcohol package. It is very different than some of the other cruise lines that Carnival competes with because you're actually limited to 15 alcoholic drinks per day. With the Cheers package, you can't buy another drink if you hit that limit, and it's all drinks up to $20. They'll add on gratuity if you're buying that drink outside of a package. But with this package, you're prepaying those gratuities. So it is absolutely a flat fee, up to $20 now for most people. 15 drinks a day is absolutely plenty. But if you are a heavy drinker, if you're someone who's a heavy drinker on vacation and want to get your money's worth on this package, just know that that is a limitation. Now, that limitation does not apply to non-alcoholic drinks. If you hit that 15 drink limit for alcoholic beverages, you can still go and buy a soda or a bottle of water or any of the other drinks that are included that are non-alcoholic in this package. So all the drinks that are included in this package include all spirits, including those in cocktails as well as beer and wine by the glass with a $20 or lower menu price. Sodas 0 proof, frozen cocktails, energy drinks, all those specialty coffees at Java, hot tea, 500 milliliters bottled water, and other non-alcoholic bottled beverages are also included. You also get a 25% discount off the mini price of any spirit or wine by the glass above $20. So that's not a deal, compared to other cruise lines. Other cruise lines that I've sailed will just PR rate the cost of the more expensive drink up to the limit of the package program. So a $21 beverage on another cruise line, and you maybe have a $20 limit. You're only paying $1 extra. Not so on Carnival, you'll pay just 25% less than that menu price, so very important to watch out for. There's also a 25% discount off the menu price for wine and champagne by the bottle, and 25% discount off of beverage seminars and classes. You have to be 21 years of age or older to purchase this package, and then everyone in the cabin needs to purchase this, unless there's some medical issue that you can get a waiver from the cruise line, for they don't want people sharing these. It's not allowed, so don't try it. As far as drinks that are not included on the package, all beverages that are sold and promoted in souvenir glasses, you're also not allowed to buy bottles of liquor with the package. Beverages offered at the game aren't included. Beverages offered through room service, the mini bars, or the in-room stateroom beverage programs are not included. All of the sharing cocktails, the floaters and the pitchers, the tubes or buckets of beer that is not included in the package. But if you do have 6 people that want to split a bucket of beer, bring all 6 of those cards to the bartender and that'll be covered. And very importantly, compared to the competition, your drink package does not flow over to the private island destinations that Carnival visits. There's a couple that Carnival visit, including the upcoming Celebration Key. Your beverage package will not work on shore there, which is a major point to make here. I love the beverage package on other cruise lands like rural Caribbean, because you can take it over to Coco Key not. So on Carnival does not start the beverage package until day 2 coming out of certain ports. So if you're sailing from Texas, North Virginia, or New York, your activation will occur at 6 a.m. on the second day of the cruise. The price for these packages is pretty pricey per day, but if you look at the menu prices on a lot of those drinks, and you're maximizing your drink package each day, it does start to make some sense, especially when you're on vacation. but a price for 1 to 5 day cruise. $69.95 plus 18% gratuity. That comes out to $82.54 per day. If you're buying before your cruise $88.4 on board for 6-night or more cruises, it's $59.95 plus 18% gratuity. So it comes to $70.73 per day on board $76.64. There are other packages that Carnival offers on board, especially for the kiddos. They have the Bottomless Bubbles package, and that's $9.50 a day, plus 18% gratuity comes out to $12.1, and kids under 18 pay $6.95 plus 18% gratuity, so $8.20 per day, and that includes all of your soda products. Carnival uses Pepsi products, so just keep that in mind. If you're a Coca-Cola drinker, bring some of those on board. I'll get into what you can bring on board for free in a moment, but no bottled waters or Gatorades are included in this package, no specialty coffees or teas, but not everyone needs to buy this in the cabin. So if you have just one kid that wants a soda package, they can purchase that on their own. There's no coffee program offered on Carnival. Some cruise lines do offer this more of like a coffee card, and unfortunately, they do an offer that so you are stuck either buying that more expensive Cheers package to get your specialty coffee included throughout the voyage, or just paying a part. Now, sometimes certain events on board may include a glass of champagne or something like that includes the art auctions on board. So if you can hit some of those, you might be able to get a few free drinks, but there are other free drinks on board included in your cruise fare. Non-bottled water, lemonade, iced tea coffees, hot water and tea bags, hot chocolate orange juice, tomato juice, apple juice, grapefruit juice, also regular and skim milk that they offer around breakfast, and chocolate milk. So few different beverages that are included in your voyage. I would just say not to expect the most high quality of free drinks on your voyage. Do not expect fresh squeezed juice on the buffet. It's going to be from a mix machine, and in my opinion, not all that great. The good news is you can bring aboard a few different beverages for free on embarkation day. This is really important, especially for those of you that really can't live without Coca-Cola products. I'm a Coca-Cola drinker myself, so I definitely understand. But embarkation, you can bring on one 750 milliliters bottle of wine, completely free per guest in the stateroom, so that's really great. And then non-alcoholic wise, you can bring 12 cans or cartons of soda, sparkling water, energy drinks, juice, or milk. You just can't bring plastic bottles because Carnival had an issue with people resealing those plastic bottles, so that's a very important distinction. But if you don't want to carry all that heavy stuff, you can buy bottles of water. They are included with the Cheers package, as I mentioned, but not the Bubbles package. So a 12-pack of waters 500 milliliters are $17.64 after gratuity. One 500 milliliters bottle is $1. 1.77 an 8-pack of 1.5-liter bottles is $24.44, and a single 1.5 liter is $5.3. The casino also offers complimentary drinks packages to its gamblers. You can get those already given to you before getting on board with one of the casino offers, or you can actually earn it through earning points in the casino. On your cruise, there are 2 different tiers of them. Drinks on us and drinks on us everywhere. Drinks on us is only in the casino. And unlike other cruise lines, you actually have to be sitting and gambling to receive those drinks. And I found that the servers really disappear in the casino. They work really hard, but they're just understaffed. Drinks on us everywhere works effectively the same way as a Cheers package, and so it works everywhere in the ship. The casino doesn't have to be open to be able to get a drink, so I do recommend going for that offer, rather than the drinks on us, which is just in the casino. Now let's touch on whether or not it's worth it to get a drinks package on your next Carnival cruise. Now I'll say if you're on an itinerary that is very port-intensive, maybe in Alaska, where you don't have too many sea days, you're in ports for a long period of time, you may not get the benefit of an expensive drink package each day. It may make more sense for you to be paying out of pocket. I do understand a lot of people's point, though, where you're prepaying for this before for your cruise most of the time, and it's an expense that you've already paid for. It's out of mind, and it makes your vacation a lot more relaxing. I totally get it. I'm more of a dollars and cents type of person, so I do like to see what the benefit of having an all-inclusive package is versus what I'll likely drink each day if I didn't have the package. Also, if you are going on a vacation with Carnival and you're stopping at a lot of their private islands, there's a few itineraries that stop at multiple ones throughout the voyage. You may not get the full benefit of this drink package, either because you're on shore all day and the drinks package does not extend on shore with Carnival. Now, if you're on one of Carnival's many short weekend cruises that they sell from dozens of ports around the United States and the world, I probably recommend getting the drink package if you are a drinker, because you're going to likely have a sea day or two in that cruise. You are going to be at sea a whole bunch. They may skip a port, you never know with weather and stuff like that. And so it's good to have that drinks package. The drinks, if you're paying per drink, are pretty expensive. So if you're looking at kind of a break-even point on cocktails, it really only comes to about 5 or 6 cocktails per day, and then you are in the money, so to speak, with your drinks package. That's before including any of the non-alcoholic beverages, which is where I really get a lot of my money's worth, I would say, because I love my sparkling waters at dinner, and throughout the day really love my specialty coffee, at least one in the morning, sometimes one in the afternoon if I need to pick me up. It's really nice, and you can get a coconut water recovering from your fun night on board. It's really a stress-free way to enjoy your cruise vacation. So it's something that I like to secure if the itinerary and the ship make sense. Now, some of my favorite places to use the beverage package on a Carnival cruise, number 1 has to be the Alchemy Bar. The Alchemy Bar is going to be staffed with the best bartenders on board. They have a special menu at this bar, and they make some elaborate, delicious cocktails, and you can tell who has been on a Carnival cruise before, because everyone is hovering for this place to open, which usually is around 4 p.m. In the evenings, it's a big hubbub of activity. It's got really great people there most of the time, I will say. So it's really fun to hang out there and socialize. So go check out the Alchemy Bar with your Cheers package. I'll also say that some bars do offer happy hour pricing throughout the cruise on, especially those big pictures. The Red Frog Pub has like a big pitcher of beer special that I've taken advantage of when I didn't have the drink package, and it ends up being a very cheap beer option. Not offered every day, or on every itinerary even, so just something to look out for throughout your cruise. And then sometimes you can get pretty good discounts on bulk beverages like buckets of beer, or even those larger pictures that you can share with friends, so it really just depends on your group. So I hope this video broke down some of the mystique around beverage package and got you thinking about whether or not it's worth buying before your cruise. I will say, if you are thinking about buying the drinks package, if you're definitely going to go for it. Buy it pre-cruise, you'll save a few dollars over the onboard pricing, so definitely take advantage of any discount that you can get on the beverage package and just stay under that 15 drink per day limit running from 6 o'clock a.m. to 6 a.m. each day. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next cruise video. Subscribe my channel or stay tuned.